Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. It is rather late Saturday evening. It's actually about almost 11:30 at night. I'm going to attempt to do a video this weekend where I actually try and do some editing and try and do more than one clip and edit them together into one little bit longer video. I was going to try to do sort of a day in the life sort of thing today, but this day got a little bit crazy. So I'm starting this tonight at 11:30 Saturday night, and I'll try and take you with me through some of our goings on tomorrow on Sunday. Today was a little bit crazy. It was my day off from work, but we had an issue where we had to replace our oven. Our old one completely died yesterday, and we're in a rental house, so technically that shouldn't fall on our shoulders to replace, but we just decided to just bite the bullet and just get a new to us used oven. And so we went and picked one up today, well, had one delivered rather. Chose one and had it delivered this afternoon, so we had to do a little bit of cleaning and arranging to make sure there was room for that to go in. So it's been a little crazy. So I didn't get as much other things done as I wanted to today, but this evening I took a little care package over to some friends of mine in another neighborhood, some school supplies that my daughter has long since outgrown because she's 21, and gave them to that family for their daughter who's a teenager. They're doing remote learning right now because the schools are closed. But nonetheless, you know, we figured that she could probably use some of these things and some of my jams as well. So we end up having a visit outside with them, social distancing wise, a little visit outdoors, and then stopped at Superstore on the way back to get some groceries. Barely got that done before the store closed at 11. So that's why I'm doing this now. So I'm just going to quickly do this little intro, and then I'll turn you around and I'll show you a quick grocery haul, and then I'm going to get everything put away tonight. And tomorrow I'll take you with us through some of our activities. Not a lot planned tomorrow. We need to go to the stables for my daughter's riding lesson, and then we need to go to a nursery to pick up the rest of my bedding plants, my annuals, and possibly just another little drive afterwards. We sometimes go on these drives so that I can practice my photography if we see any nature or wildlife that I want to photograph. So anyway, I'll start with the grocery haul, and then that'll be it for tonight, and then we'll pick up tomorrow at some point, and hopefully we'll see how editing this video goes, if I actually know what I'm doing or not. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so this grocery haul is not real big, and it's all from Superstore. I'm only going to show you this half of the kitchen because the other side is kind of messy. So this is our new to us stove. It's used, refurbished, but it's a little odd in that it's like a white, but yet the front door is stainless steel. I don't know if it actually originally was that way or not, or if because it's used, if they just simply put a stainless steel door on this one instead of white. I don't know if they just interchanged parts on it or what, or if this is how it originally was. But either way, so long as it works, that's all that matters. The only thing that's a bit of a drawback is the drawer on the bottom is quite a bit smaller than our old stove, so we had to spend some time today emptying out some cupboards and making room for my roasting pans and stuff and rearranging things, which was unexpected. I didn't even notice that when we were looking at stoves. I just figured we could transfer all the pots from one stove drawer right to the other, and nope, they don't all fit. So that took up a good chunk of the afternoon too. Not only cleaning in behind there, getting ready for the new stove, but then having to rearrange some cupboards to make room for some of my pots. So anyway, so hopefully I can get busy baking on that this week or cooking on it, and hopefully everything will go well. So here's the groceries. Again, some of these things were on my offers, not all of them. Gala apples, Royal Gala. I think these were on for $5.94 a bag for a 6-pound bag. Apples were on my offers, so I got 2 bags. That seems like quite a bit of apples, but my husband does take these in his lunch for work. Plus, if I wanted to use to make an apple pie, that would take 6 apples right there. So I'm thinking about maybe doing that. Out of 1% milk, so I grabbed some of that tonight. No points on that. There's never any points on milk. Bought a container of half and half. Not something we use a lot of, but I was planning on making a chicken pot pie. I have a bit of a meal plan in mind for this next week, and I think I'll do that on Tuesday on my next day off. And that takes a little bit of half and half. It was actually a cheaper price if I bought 2. But the recipe for the chicken pot pie doesn't take that much half and half. So, and with the expiry of June 1st, that's not bad, but I don't think I would go through 2 whole liters by June 1st. Not unless I was to take a cooking day and make like 4 or 5 chicken pot pies all at once, maybe. Which actually I wouldn't mind doing, but my days off are never days off. I end up usually getting involved in so many other things and getting busy to actually take a whole day and just make a cooking day. It could be done, but I don't know. Like, as I say, tomorrow we're already going to the riding lesson and then to a nursery, and I really do need to catch up on my e-learning for work as well, too, at some point. before I go back to work on Monday, so I don't know when that'll all take place. So it's, you know, so to have a whole day just to focus on making a bunch of chicken pot pies, that's just not in the cards right now. Just for snacks, these aren't on my offers, but I bought a bag each of popcorn twists and Cheeto Puffs. 2 containers of cottage cheese. I use these in lasagna. I'm planning on making those not this coming week, but the following week, I think on Tuesday. Not this coming Tuesday, but the following. Because we have, at church, I've signed up to be part of a meal train for a family to deliver a meal on the Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, but the week after. So I'm going to make the 2 lasagnas up, one for us and one for this other family on that Tuesday. I have to work on the Wednesday, but my husband's off, so I'm going to get him to deliver the meal on the Wednesday. So that's already been pre-planned, pre-arranged. I'll put the 2 meals together Tuesday, cook ours Tuesday night, leave the other one uncooked but assembled in the fridge overnight Tuesday night, and he can deliver it on Wednesday for me. And that'll be fine. So I need a container of cottage cheese for each. Another container of Lysol wipes. I know I have a few already, but I've been kind of picking up one each grocery shopping trip, just in case things ever get to the point that we are so locked down that cleaning supplies are scarce again. I'll have 5 or 6 different containers stored already. Let me see. And again, the wipes and the cottage cheese, none of that were on offers. No name brand spices were on my offers. Oregano and paprika I was a little bit low on, so I grabbed a couple of those. Tinfoil, not on my offers, but these were on for $2.48 a piece, limit of 2, so I grabbed 2. No name pasta were on my offers, so I grabbed 2 packages of the broad egg noodles in case I want to make another batch of soup, and 2 packages of spaghetti. Could have bought more, but I think I might have 1 or 2 other packages of spaghetti already downstairs. Playtex Tampons, pretty self-explanatory, 2 females in the house. They were on my offers. And they actually were a little bit better priced than they usually are. Usually they're about 8 something a piece. This time they were, I want to say 6 something with a limit of 2. If it wouldn't have been a limit of 2, I might have bought maybe a 3rd box, but whatever, 2 is okay for the time being. Celery, not on my offers, but I need that just for salad and to put in soups and that kind of thing. And the pizza mozzarella, 2 blocks, 1 each for each of the 2 pans of lasagna. So not on my offers. No name cheese is sometimes on, but it hasn't been recently actually. Okay, so let me do the breakdown of the points here. For apples, I got 2,400 points. 2,400 points for tampons, 800 points for spices, and 1,200 points for the noodles. So that's 48.56. That should be 6,800 points if my math is correct. Yeah, I think so. So then I paid a grand total of $87 even. And so my breakdown of my points down here, yep, 6,800 points. Didn't redeem anything, so that leaves me with a closing balance of 127,674 points, which means I'm at $120 worth of PC Optimum points currently. So again, you can redeem in increments of $10 at the Superstore gas bar or in the grocery store. So I currently have $120 worth of points to redeem. Trying to build them up, but that's where we sit right now. Okay, so I just have to get this put away. I got to get the cottage cheese, the half and half, the milk, and the cheese all in the fridge. And that will be it for tonight. And maybe I'll start a little laundry before bed or something. I don't know. We'll see. But that is it for tonight. And we will resume at some point tomorrow once we're up and at 'em and on the way out the door to head to the stables. Have a great night, everyone. Okay, it is 1:55. We are just leaving the house. Welcome to Sunday. We are on our way to head towards the stables for my daughter's riding lesson. With the COVID restrictions being what they are right now, up until now, we've been able to have at least one of us stay and watch the lesson and take pictures and stuff. As of right now, we're not allowed to do that, so I think she'll probably be riding outdoors, so I might be able to stand by the car and get a couple of short clips or what have you of her riding, but I won't be able to stand right up to the fence of the corral, though, because we're not allowed to do that. But anyway, we're on our way. Alright, it is almost 2:30. We have to be at the stables for 2:30. We're making a right turn here. This is the stables right ahead. You can see, not that old building, but the white barn or white building and behind that over here, that's going to be the barn where the horses all are. There's some outside in the pen already in the corral. And we're just about to turn in. Oh, somebody's riding outside. Whether or not I'll be able to get any footage of Rachel's lesson will be dependent on if she's outside or not. First of all, because a lot of the lessons are outside now instead of inside, and we're not allowed spectators. So if it's outside, I can probably get a shot of her lesson. But if it's inside, I wouldn't be able to because we're not allowed any spectators. So, plus I'm also wearing sandals, so it would be a bad idea for me to go into the barn anyway with sandals on. You can't go in with open-toed shoes. Anyway, so now she's gotten here right on time for 2:30. She's got to go tack up. And if I'm able to show you on her horse, I will for a minute. And if not, you'll just have to take my word for it. It's a beautiful day here, and she's about to go get ready for her lesson now. All right, my daughter's all tacked up, and she's heading in to start her outdoor lesson. She can get the gate closed. She bought me a lesson for Mother's Day, and this is the same horse I rode. His name is Buddy. Beautiful paint horse. The instructor's not out there yet, so she'll be back out shortly. I think she's in the barn. Okay, it's now 4:30. Daughter's riding lesson finished around 4, and then she had to untack the horse. Well, I guess, yeah, about 4:15 or so she got out of there. We're trying to get back to the garden center I went to last Sunday to get a few more Impatiens, more annuals to plant, but I think they close at 5, so we'll see if we get there on time. And for those wondering if I'm driving when I'm filming these, no, I'm not. I'm the passenger, so... and it's actually quite warm here today. I think it's about 28 Celsius. I can't remember offhand what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's pretty warm. We're into summer temperatures already, which, considering we were freezing cold just a couple weeks ago, is really unusual, and it's early for us to be this warm. Anyway, we're on our way to the garden center. Hopefully it'll still, well, it will still be open, but I believe they close at 5 on Sundays, so we'll see how much shopping I get done before they close. I kind of know mostly what I want and whereabouts it is, so it should make it fairly easy. Maybe the fact that they're closing soon will mean it'll restrict me from going too crazy in there. Anyway, I will see if I can get a clip once I get there. If not, I'll just show you when we get home what it is I picked up. Alrighty, I'm not exactly sure how close we are to the garden center, but this is the road it is on. I think it is one of our next couple of stops. I see a sign up ahead. This might be it. We just passed another one, which is also a garden center, and but I think this one might be the one. I think. Is it? I can't tell. No, that has a cross on it. That is not a garden center. Okay, my mistake. Church of God, my mistake. But it's not far. It's really close. Yeah, there it is. There is Lacoste. That is the one we like. Well, I'm sure the Ron Paul one that we passed too is probably fine as well. Oh yeah, they are open till 6. I thought they were only open till 5, so I was in this big panic because it's already 4:45. But no, we have some time now that we're here to browse around, which means it's more time to shop and spend, though. That's the problem. A few raindrops on the windshield. We actually need rain desperately. We're in drought conditions here. So anyway, I will, if I'm able to take a clip inside, I will, and if not, I'll just show you once I get home what it is I picked up. There's so many pretty colors here. These are all the Impatiens, different annuals and stuff. So many nice colors. Let's see. Mostly Impatiens I'm grabbing. Grabbed a few other petunias, a few other things. Lots of colors. Might have to see about grabbing a couple of begonias. I think I'm already close to $80 though, so I can't do too much more. Hi there. Welcome back again. It is now Monday afternoon, almost 2 o'clock. I'm just about on my way out the door to go to work. So much for this being a day in the life Sunday or a weekend in the life or whatever. We ended up, after going to the garden center, doing our usual routine of driving around and looking for nature or wildlife for me to photograph. I didn't see a lot this time, but still, we usually go for a bit of a drive after the riding lesson, so that's what we did. I ended up not getting home until probably around 9, so didn't get a chance to show you the flowers. I just laid them all out on the patio tables and watered them down because it was pretty warm yesterday. It's pretty hot today, and that was it for the night. And then I did a load of laundry before I went to bed, and that was it. Now it's 2 o'clock. I need to head out the door. I work at 2:30. I'll be done around 8 my time tonight, so maybe I'll try and check in then. I have tomorrow off. If I do any housework or whatever tonight, or else first thing tomorrow, whatever, I will try and throw a few more clips in at that point and try and get this video finished off and uploaded finally. My daughter works today too. She doesn't work till 4 though, so she'll have to come in a little bit. She doesn't want to come in this early, obviously. So anyway, so that's all for now. I'm going to head into work and hopefully I'll be able to check in tonight once I'm done. Have a great day, everyone. Have a good Monday. Okay guys, I'm back. It is now 9 o'clock, almost 9:30 on Monday night. I worked until 8 o'clock tonight and I decided, for whatever reason, call me nuts, I don't know, call me insane, but I decided I'm going to make a pan of brownies. We ended up getting a new to us, I guess, stove and oven on the weekend because our other oven died on Friday. And I'd like to kind of test it out. So something I figured I could do fairly quickly was just a pan of brownies. So I'm greasing a pan right now. I'm going to make them on the stove top and get them in the oven. Just want to get this tested out. So using some margarine on a bit of saran wrap to grease my pan. And then we'll get started here. I'm going to preheat my oven. This one should be much easier to preheat than the old one was. 350, okay. Bake, 350, okay. So it goes there automatically, cool. Now, off to the side for now. Let's see, what do I need here? I don't have most of my ingredients out. I need a cup of margarine, so I've got 2 half-cup portions of margarine here. I'll put those in my saucepan. I know I could just measure it out with a measuring cup, but I have some squares already that I bought, so why not just use those as quick. And 4 squares of unsweetened chocolates. So I think there's, oh, okay, what is this now? We'll do it this way. I think this equates to, yeah, this equates to 4 squares here. So half a package will be 4 squares. The other half I can put back in the cupboard for another time. Melt margarine and chocolate over low heat. Okay, I can work on that. Get a wooden spoon to stir that with while it melts. And it calls for 2 cups of granulated sugar, so hopefully still getting used to this stove, and I have not used the oven yet, so I don't know how this will go, but hopefully everything will be fine. And this is my first attempt at doing a video where I'm trying to cut different clips together, so once this is said and done, once it's done baking, I'll show you, and then I'll probably finally end this video once and for all. I don't even know what to call it. I can't say it's a day in the life because I started at Saturday night and it's now Monday night at 9:30. I can't say it's a weekend in the life because it's into Monday. And none of my days or weekends or weeknights or nights are typical because I work some evenings and sometimes I don't. I had the weekend off. I worked today, Monday. Now I'm off tomorrow, work Wednesday. Off Thursday, work Friday, and then off for the weekend. So it's really weird. Slow going melting this margarine. I'll just turn it up a little bit. And I need 2 cups of sugar, so I guess I'll get a 1 cup measuring cup out now and get it started. Usually for both the sugar and the flour, I use a knife to level it off. I've got 1 cup ready, but I think once I melt this has to come off the heat, and then I add the sugar and stuff and the eggs. getting used to this. The burner is red and now it's not, but it's still warm, so. I noticed I melted on low heat, but I actually have it fairly high. I'm not really sure. But again, I haven't cooked on this before, so this isn't new to me. For those that have stovetops that have burners that are not coils and they just go red, do yours do this too, where they go red and then they go black a little bit? I don't think it means they're turning off or not working. I think it's just part of it cycling through or something. I don't know. I'm just still trying to figure this out. So it's slowly melting. Okay. Almost there. Not going to bother putting nuts in this, and the recipe I have does also include a glaze that you can make to ice it with as soon as it comes out of the oven. So I'll probably do that just because it's supposed to be ice while it's hot. It doesn't take too much to make that. I think this is almost all melted. Good, just about. I still feel a few lumps of the chocolate squares, but it's just about. Oh yeah, it's even starting to bubble, so yeah, it's melted. Good, it's done, that's good. I'll remove that from the heat. Add sugar. Okay, so I'm gonna add 1 cup, and then we'll do the other one. You gotta be very careful when you add the flour to this. Sometimes you end up seeing white spots in the finished brownies if you aren't thorough about mixing the flour in when the time comes. So you gotta be really careful that you stir it properly and thoroughly. Ooh, I spilled a little chocolate on the burner. But that's partly why I wanted a flat top this time, so that I didn't have stuff spilling into the coils like the old oven, or the old stove. So hopefully this should make for ease of cleaning, at least the stove top anyway. Okay, 2 cups of sugar. Okay, that is done. I think it's 4 eggs I need. There's really not that many ingredients to these brownies. It's not that bad. Okay, now add eggs, and then I just have to add flour, vanilla, and salt. I have 4 eggs here. I didn't think it was that many, but I guess it is. Eggshell in there. I don't like that. I don't like using my fingers to get it out, but at the same time it's just for us, so it's not going to be a big issue. I have to grasp it, maybe it'll be easier. It's not the biggest piece of eggshell, but it's there. Try to get it over here. There we go. Got it. Okay. That is 3. Just need 1 more. Okay, 4 eggs. Now, in very well. And now this is not quite breaking out. There we go. Okay, so the eggs are good. Now I need 1 cup of flour. which is all over here. Oh, I forgot to take these pans out of the oven. I forgot. And you know what? I don't usually forget that because we always had them in there in our old oven and I never forgot them, but in this one, the first time using it, and I forgot that they're in here. Forgot all about that. Oops, that's a bit noisy. Where am I going to put these? Maybe up top. I'll just put them up here for now. That should be fine. Not what I wanted to do, but it'll do. Still says preheat on the ovens. I guess it's still heating up. And I'm thinking tomorrow for supper I make a chicken pot pie. So that means I really should take a chicken out of the deep freeze tonight to thaw out overnight. Maybe I'll film that tomorrow. We'll see. A cup of flour. Pardon my birds going off in the background. A teaspoon of vanilla and a half teaspoon salt. Okay, so I think I can manage that. That's a quarter. What's that? Is this salt or pepper? Oh, it's pepper. I always keep them on the other side on the old stove, but for some reason I got turned around. So half teaspoon salt. Probably could add walnuts to this if I wanted to, but do I want to? I could. I might just leave it without nuts because I'm thinking I might take some to work to some of my coworkers. Both my daughter and I work at the same grocery store, and there's a few younger employees that are close to her age I've kind of adopted as like bonus kids, and I might take them some cookies or some brownies. I don't know if any of them have nut allergies, so maybe just to be on the side of caution, maybe I should just not try and take this, add nuts just in case, because I don't think any of them have allergies, but I don't really know. Better to be on the safe side. It's funny how it started out because I've got one girl I consider to be like a bonus daughter there, another one who's closer to 30 who she already has 2 work moms. She doesn't really need a third work mom in me, but I have become friends with her. And then there's 2 boys that are kind of like work sons or adopted sons to me, and 1 or 2 more that I've kind of sort of half adopted in the last week or 2. So I only have the 1 child. My daughter is 21, and now all of a sudden I've adopted like 3 at work with a potential of at least 2 more in the last week. So funny how that worked out. So I've got all these extra kids, and that's totally fine. I bring them my homemade jams, and at Christmas I bring them, you know, some baked goods or whatever, and at Easter I got them like little treat bags of Easter chocolates. So I don't know, some of them were new employees since I started 3 years ago, and some of them were already existing employees when I started, but whatever. I remember though that my teen years and like the late teens and like 19, 20, 21 were some of my roughest years, were challenging, and the teen years were certainly very difficult ones for my daughter. So I don't know, I guess I kind of have an affinity or a feeling of wanting to help be an encouragement to young people. So that's kind of why I do what I do. Okay, there's my pan. I think this looks pretty good. I'll show you. That is the batter. Oh, it's going to spill on the counter if I tip the pot any further. I probably shouldn't do that. Okay, let me get this in my pan. And as soon as it says it's preheated, I'll get it in the oven. Hopefully, I'm hoping I got any bit of flour out of there, or any lumps. Because the last thing I want is to have another batch where, like in the past, if I haven't stirred it thoroughly enough, and suddenly I cut in and I see a little white piece in there, which means I obviously didn't thoroughly get all the flour broken down. So I'm hoping I've got it all broken down pretty good in here. So I don't want it to come out of the oven and ice it and cut it open and find little white spots in there, because that means that I didn't throw, you know, that's signs that flour didn't get mixed in thoroughly. So I think it looks pretty good. Let me get this in the pan. I'm use a 9x13 pan. I see the preheat oven light is still on the oven, so I guess it's still heating. That's okay. I get as much out of the saucepan as I can. I think those beeps tell me that it is preheated. I believe that's what it means. Oh, and I think Cricket has arrived in the kitchen to supervise. I think he has flown in here to see what I'm doing. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I don't think I'm going to get too much more out of here. Yeah, the preheat light on the oven is off, so I guess that means it's ready to go. All right. Drops on the counter, but that's okay. Okay, so that is where we're at. It's all in the pan. Now I'll show you. That is where we're sitting right now. It looks pretty good, I think. Some bubbles in there, like little air bubbles and stuff, but I think it should be okay. All right, I'm just gonna get this put in the oven. Oops, I dropped the phone. That is not good. See, as I told you, I'm still new to this. I'm still learning. I'm not as fluid and graceful as I could be at this yet. Little air bubbles and stuff up there, but they'll settle down. Okay. In the oven it goes. Yeah, preheat oven. Preheat light is off. Ooh. A little bit of cloud of something coming out of the oven. Fumes of some sort. I think it's like, I don't know if it's whatever. This is a used oven. It's like a new to us. So that's the first time I've used it. It's probably, they probably cleaned it with something when they were fixing it up, because it is refurbished. Okay, so it is in there, and hopefully that will go well. So let me see here. It is bake at 350 for approximately 30 minutes. So let me set the timer. I don't know if there's a timer on the oven. There probably is. Timer. Will that work? Oh, it does work. I wonder if it's going to tell me if it's going to do it in seconds, or is it if that's minutes. It's probably minutes. Okay. Try this again. I'm still learning. If not, I'll just do it on the microwave. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted. Let's see if I'm doing this right. I don't know. Otherwise, there's a bake time. No, that didn't work. Okay. Let's see if this bake time option is what I need. Oh. Huh. Maybe I need to stop pushing the button. I'm going to set it for 30 on here, but I'm also going to set it on the microwave and just see what happens. Well, I'm going to set it on the timer just to see, on the microwave, just to see if I, just in case, because I don't want to rely on that since I've never used it before, and hopefully that will be okay. All right, now I'll check back with you when it comes out of the oven. Hopefully it'll turn out. Again, I've never used this one before. It's refurbished. It's new to us. Hopefully it'll turn out okay. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, I just got the brownies out of the oven. Just giving them a quick toothpick test. It looks like it's pretty clean. I mean, it's been 30 minutes. Timer on the oven is going off. I guess it wants me to acknowledge that it's done. I don't know. Turn it off now. Maybe that's all. I hope that's all I need to do. Yeah, and okay, good. I think I get the message now. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the temperature off on this thing. Anybody? Cancel. There we go. Okay, now. And I think that means it's off. Okay, yeah, no, we don't need that. Okay. No, we're not doing that. Okay, we're going to cancel. I guess I canceled both the, I guess that turns the oven off as well as canceled the timer. I'm not sure. At any rate, again, I'm still learning this. But yeah, I think it seems okay. 30 minutes is pretty standard. Of course, the brownies is not going to come out of the pan completely, totally clean. The toothpick is going to have a little bit of brown on it because it is chocolate. You can see the edges are well done, so that's good. And I've already made the glaze to ice, and you're supposed to ice it when it's hot, so I'm going to do that right now. And that will be it. The glaze is a cup of chocolate chip cookies, or chocolate chips rather, 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine, a tablespoon of milk, and a tablespoon of corn syrup, an iced brownie while hot. So I'm going to do that quickly. Almost forgot to put the corn syrup in there, which is kind of silly because I make this all the time. I know better than that. I'll ice it quickly here, and then that'll probably be it for this video. I need to wrap it up. It's been a couple days in the making, so glaze always makes it look really good. It's nice icing, it's a nice touch on there. As I can, right to the edges. I'll show you a quick look at it once it's all said and done. Just let it sit on the counter and cool overnight. And oh yeah, just gotta get right to these corners here. Good. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. Just for our consumption here at home, and maybe to take to some of my coworkers. Right, and there we have it. 1 pan of fudgy brownie baked and iced, and it is 10:15 at night. I think I've done enough for today. Didn't really do a lot of housework before I went into work this afternoon, but I wasn't feeling the greatest on Sunday, but managed to push through going to the writing lesson and the greenhouse, and I'm feeling better today, but woke up pretty tired this morning still. As the day's gone on, I've gotten better, so I think that's why I didn't do a whole heck of a lot before I went to work today, but now I'm feeling not bad tonight. Okay. Alright, that is it. Before this video gets any longer, that is the finished product. There's 1 finished fudgy brownie all done. And I got the dishwasher running, as you can probably hear. Maybe I'll try and toss this wooden spoon in from the glaze and get that in there. And other than that, that is it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been a bit of a marathon and a bit of a hodgepodge of all kinds of stuff, but I hope you enjoyed this. So please subscribe if you're new, if you did enjoy it, and please leave a comment down below or give it a thumbs up, or both, if you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. I'm hoping to maybe film tomorrow making the chicken pot pies, so if I do that, I will try and get that uploaded in the next day or so. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Have a great night, everyone.